As a magician, I am a professional liar. Misdirection is a very special method of lying that actually allows you to cover up the act of having lied in the first place. And the way it achieves this is by getting people to not notice the lie. It's like this invisibility cloak for your lie. So the idea being that if you misdirect someone, you can get someone to not notice the deception or forget the deception occurred completely. All lying works the same. A lie is about redirecting people away from what the truth actually is. Say I wanted to, I don't know, make a coin disappear. And the way I'm going to do that is put it inside my sleeves when people aren't watching. Now obviously I can't do that if everyone's focusing all their attention on the coin. So what do? Well, if I can take people's attention, then redirect it towards something else, that gives me the opportunity to slide the coin inside my sleeve. Lying at its best looks amazing. Lying at its best is completely undetectable. It's really what we strive for as magicians, so that even when people know that a lie is coming, they can't spot it, and even after the lie has been told and people are trying to backtrack it, they can't find it. There's many different types of misdirection. Visual misdirection is all about getting people to look away from the dirty work or the secret move. Now you can do this really obviously by saying, look at my empty hand. A bit more subtly by maybe, I don't know, just rubbing your fingers together. It just pulls the focus of the eyes. Or by maybe asking someone a question like, are you paying attention? And that actually elicits this cultural reflex we have that when people ask us a question, you have to look them in the face. And that's where the dirty work can happen. Also, there's verbal misdirection. This relies on the concept that whenever I discuss an object or a concept, your mind has no choice but to pay attention to exactly what I'm saying. So maybe you are focusing on my sleeves, but if I want to discuss, I don't know, like a pink elephant, for instance, your mind just has to think about a pink elephant. And the more I describe the fluoro pink and the 30-ton elephant or whatever they are, the more your mind has to think about those things. And it doesn't matter if you're trying to think about the sleeve, basically now your focus is a little bit split, and that's all we need to do the dirty work. The other form of misdirection is something called time misdirection. See, sometimes we can't stop people from noticing something a little bit dodgy or discrepant. But what we can do is, whenever that discrepancy takes place, if we just wait long enough, and in that time give people other things to think about, we can effectively overload their brain, and you can't remember what you noticed just a few moments earlier. Let's show you what all that misdirection looks like in action. Let's go back to that coin I was mentioning earlier. Now, if I'm going to make this disappear, there's no way you're going to be looking away from my sleeves now, so I need some misdirection. So keep your eyes focused on the coin as it goes inside the folds of the cloth and seems to disappear completely. It actually goes back to where it was a few moments ago, inside my jacket pocket. And now you start to realize that the cloth might have been misdirection for the coin, but the coin trick was misdirection for the wine bottle. Misdirection is used outside just a magician's theatre. I see misdirection used quite heavily during political campaigns. Verbal misdirection gets used all the time in the form of slogans. You say them often enough, it just starts to invade people's consciousness. It's the ideas that just sit and grow there. You don't really have a choice. Your focus has to shift there. Time misdirection, I think, is really effective when politicians get asked tough questions on interviews. Often they'll start off addressing the original root or the grammar of the question. They'll segue into this point that seems a little bit related. They'll go on and on about it, probably quite a valid point, but by that time people have forgotten what the original question was really about, and the answer has nothing to do with it. And that is the secret of great misdirection.